Neolandis Kelpopolis. Neolandis Kelpopolis. Ha! Now that is a name. Ha! It is the name of the seneschal of the Crimson Throne. Seneschal, it's like a steward. He knows his way around the kingdom. And after our heroes had saved him from the tiger fiends, he asked them, did they happen to notice that the queen was wearing a new crown? For while he was being held prisoner, one of the Rakshasas had discussed, not knowing he was listening, about how he had procured a special crown for the queen. One made of dragon teeth. Well, the cool ones, not like the molars or anything, no. And it was an ancient relic. We must know more about this relic, he said to the heroes. And the best place to find out about relics is in the barbarian lands. So, with his help, the heroes escaped from Old Korsova, and then left the city altogether, to go off to meet with the Shawanti. And who do you think was the most happy? Oh, yes, Liddy. Liddy was very happy to have left the city.
Hello, Dungeon fans! It is Saturday night. I'm Kevin from Level 9 of the Dungeon, and tonight we are playing the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. We are beginning a new adventure tonight, a new adventure in the campaign. That's how the campaigns in this game are set up, and in each adventure has a series of scenarios. We just finished Adventure 3, which was Escape from Old Korsova. Our heroes, Hakon, Lenny, and Fumbus, had found themselves sequestered in an old portion of the town and tracking down the one man who supposedly would be able to help them depose the queen, who apparently had gone frickin' crazy. That person ended up being a Neolandis Kelpopolis, as Jurgen told us in the intro. When they did rescue him, I'm going to fill in a little bit of the story from when we ended last time. When they did find him, he told them where another gentleman was being held in the vivified labyrinth they were in, and they released him too. And it was one Vincarlo Orsini. And for those of you who are following along, Vincarlo is the water dancer swordsman who had given the team the safe haven in Korsova, and in that night his whole mansion burned down. He disappeared. There were these red mantis assassin dudes. He had gotten taken, and now they've found him. He's very thankful, and he's also thankful and a little relieved to find that Hakon has donned the mantle of the Blackjack, not the Blackjack, but Blackjack, the vigilante hero of Korsova. Which was they found was Vincarlo's gig, but he's happy to pass the mantle on to Hakon. That's Vincarlo. All right. So after they got Neolandis and Vincarlo back to Vincarlo's burned down home, and then wherever else after that, they come to find out, as Jurgen had told us, the Neolandis believes that this new crown of hers, overhearing the Rakshasas talking about it, this new crown of hers has something to do with the way she's acting. So he tells them that they need to go to the barbarian lands to meet with the Shawanta. In the very beginning of the campaign, we had met the leader of the Shawanta, I believe his name was Thousand Bones, because unfortunately, his son had gotten caught up and swept up with the riots in Korsova after the king had died, and then a necromancer, who we all knew was the son of a really bad guy, the reason why Hakon, Lenny, and Fumbus came, he had taken the body and was doing weird shit to it in the underneath Korsova, and we had gone down there and fetched the pieces of his son, so he could be laid to rest with his people. So the Shawanti are friendly, very friendly to us. We saved the body, the corpse of his son, the leader's son. So we need to go talk to them and find out, because they're the experts, or at least their tribes. If any kind of ancient relics they're found in the barbarian lands. So we need to go out there, and the team is quite frankly pretty happy about it because they've been stuck in the city, especially Lenny, who's a druid and more accustomed to living in the forest and jungles wherever, not in the concrete jungle, the cobblestone jungle of a city. So she's super happy. It feels like her whole heart is opened up. Yay! And then to share that joy, and she kind of hunkers down the night before they leave. Neil Landis gets them out of Old Korsova. He knows people know people, is able to get them across the water to get back into Korsova proper, and then gets them all geared up and ready to ship them out to the barbarian lands. Hey, Heroic. Hey, Happyland. How you guys doing? What's up, liches? Glad you could join us. Well, me. Us, the greater us. So, as we do before each new adventure within this campaign, we need to, and this is part of the game, not something I just do. We do a hero reading where we add a blessing, a special blessing to each of the three's hands or decks that they're going to carry through the whole adventure for the series of 3 or 4 scenarios that are in this. So Lenny gathers the boys up the night before they're going to take off for the barbarian lands. Yeah, I was wondering about that, Heroic. Tainted Grail, I'm starting to see people posting about it, so I thought if it was any fun. I gotta look into it so I can see more about I know what that is. That's that King Arthur one, isn't it? I almost backed. I got this close. This tiny little bit close. So we're going to join our characters the night before they're leaving. Lenny's doing a hero reading. I have shuffled a hero deck. It's a small one. The suit this adventure is the hero suit is hammers, and what it's going to allow peeps to do. Let's see. Hammers is when I play a blessing with our hero blessing, we get to add 1d4 to strength non-combat checks and get to draw a weapon or armor from your discards. Cool. All right, here we go. Hakon. Lenny doles out a card. The Forge. For me, myself, Lenny, the big sky. And for Fumbus, the Fiend. So, reading into it, I would say the Forge. We thought Korsovan politics were complex. Wait till you get a load of these barbarians. Going out, I don't think Hakon doesn't know the significance of this card, but understanding that we're seeing a Hakon in the beginning, where Jurgen in our intros is talking about is telling the story of Hakon after his years and years of adventuring. What's about to transpire is tempering him for the greatness that he is going to become. The city wasn't the Forge. What's about to happen, this adventure and beyond, is the Forge. Hakon he's blackjack. He doesn't really know what that means because he's not really Korsovan, but he's donned the mantle of a hero. Even he knows he's not that much of a hero, not yet at least, not what everyone would expect him to be. And then he just got himself a badass weapon. We're gonna see he's on his way. Lenny, the big sky, is the way her I would say right off the bat, that's the way her heart feels, right? Boom, she's going out. The barbarian lands are sand, desert, prairies, big sky land, and even though it's not forests and jungles, she's just at the big sky is just as much of a home for her than anything. And then Fumbus, his partners are a little confused by this. They're not sure what that means, and they don't want to talk too much about it because everyone's a little scared about it. Fumbus, however, is not scared about it. He internalizes this because Fumbus hasn't told them all that he drank the wrong thing. He did the wrong thing. Somewhere along the line between when they first met and now, so he could feel it inside himself. He's dying, and he's not sure what he drank and what he did. He's an alchemist, a pretty crazy one. He's been living a pretty crazy life. He's very, very curious, very excited, not too wise, and he's been feeling very, very sick. And the fiend represents for him what is he's dealing with inside, both mentally and physically. So these are the 3 blessings that are going to be, I'll put the rest back. These are going to be in their hands, the start of their hands every start of every scenario. So they leave. They're heading out. Next day, they meet with Thousand Bones. Yeah, I think it's Thousand Bones, not 100. Did I say 100 Bones? They meet with Thousand Bones. Let's say, it takes them a week to get out there to the barbarian lands, or a few days travel. They meet him. They're on the edge of a desert. They're in the Shawanti live, and one of their encampments. And Thousand Bones obviously is very happy. He's happy to see them. He's happy that they're happy to welcome them in because they helped save his son's soul. And around the fire, they tell him what they're looking for about the crown. And he's nodding because, yes, we do. He's in not so many words. He's like, yeah, I don't know of the relic you're talking about, but between the three tribes of in the Shawanti, let's see, yeah, the Shawanti is the name of the people. There's 3 tribes. The other 2 tribes don't really like Thousand Bones because they talk to the people in Korsova and the civilized people. They can't stand them, and all the things they hear about the city burning and disease and all that stuff. They think they're getting what they deserve, and that these particular Shawanti Thousand Bones are just gonna get it all too. So in order for, he doesn't know, but there's other parts of the other 2 tribes are people that are very smart, are very much more well versed in the magical relics of the area, and so in order to get them on board and to get the information from them, they're going to have to prove themselves. Hakon, Lenny, and Fumbus are going to have to prove themselves, and the only way they can prove themselves really is to get someone, well, other than slaying creatures and doing big deeds. That's one way, and that's what they're going to do. But they need somebody else to talk about them and talk about, which Hakon, like, he's all ears. He knows exactly what that's about, because he's a bard, and he's been crafting this story since he met Lenny, Fumbus, and Lenny and Fumbus. So he knows he's in a big story. So he totally understands that they need somebody who's going to speak for them. And unfortunately, it's a lot more complicated than just having some Joe Schmo in the tent next door talking about their stuff, or somebody with a bone flute talking about their shit. For these tribes, it takes a special designated person, the truth speaker. They need a truth speaker to talk about how cool they are, so that the rest of the tribes will work with them and they can figure out where this crown is and what it is and what it might be doing to the queen of Korsova, the queen of the Crimson Throne. So, Thousand Bones had, coincidentally enough, that night had a very disturbing vision dream of the House of the Moon, a sacred site to the Lirinqua, which are one of the other tribes. There's the Sklarqua, the Lirinqua, and then they are the Sconequa, blueberry scone, lemon scone, and lime scone. We'll say sky scone. Not to be disrespectful to these tribes, I probably will never meet them. So, long story. No, the story's still going. So, Thousand Bones had this disturbing vision of his sister tribe, the Lirinqua, that their moon maidens, their warriors their holy warriors were scattered, and the sacred site, one of their sacred sites, the House of the Moon, was taken over by this. All they could see is flashes of red and fangs and death and murder in its eyes and breath, and they were scattered. And he was sure, like, if you go this is happening. If you go and you save these moon, or gather these moon maidens and help them reclaim their temple, that will go very far in getting the respect you need from these tribes. There's our adventure. So the next day, the next morning, they're heading out across the dunes. McTeddy, just in time after my long I'll tell you, TLDR. We need the respective barbarian tribes, so we're heading out to rescue some moon maidens to help them reclaim their ancient temple. Actually, it's our too long didn't listen. TLDL. Yo. Okay, we are heading out into the dunes. Thousand Bones basically told them, head that way until you find the oasis, and there you should find the first or an encampment of the Lirinqua. Cool. We're heading out in the dunes. There's a bunch of little things I got to remember to do for this. I've got some stuff that's going to pop up in the hours, possibly. We're going to get honor tested. If we succeed at any roll at more than 20, meaning 20 over we get respect. And at the end of this particular adventure, and probably every one, we get extra stuff depending on how high our respect is. Nice. That's right, Fremen. So yeah, we gotta make peace with the Fremens. Well, that's one of them. Well, this is basically all Fremens. Fremens. Let us go. So, shall we? Hakon is starting us off. Hakon's got a pretty sweet hand going on here. He's got these two, and he's got his new awesome Dragonbane greatsword strapped to his back. We picked that up in the last adventure. He's got a little spell action in his back pocket. He's got a little healing that he picked up from this lovely lady he went and visited now that he was back in the main Korsova. He went and visited her that night, and for farewells. And then his maiden's helm, and he's got a couple, and of course the forge. Blessing. We're gonna start off first hour of the night of the session. Oh, I knew it. I freaking knew it too. So, a bit auspicious. It's a bit like, as they start off, literally walking maybe 50 yards, 100 yards from the Shawanti encampment out into the beginning of the desert, suddenly they feel this rumble, and Linny looks at Hakon, looks scared, because she knows exactly. She goes, run! And a massive sinkhole begins to open up beneath their feet. I'm going to try not to die today. Thank you, McTeddy. I am going to try my hardest, my best. I'm going to try my best not to die today. All right, each one of us, because we drew that from the hours, we have to deal with the collapse. If undefeated, this ain't too bad. It's just bodes ill. You know what I mean? Okay, Hakon's first. Hakon, what you doing, bro? He can do acrobatics. Acrobatics would be d6 plus 3. So I would need to roll a 3. No. That's plus that little star thing. This here means this is a 10 now. That's not good. Well, he does have... On any check, discard the bless after the roll. For each type of boom played on this check, add 1. Okay. Local check, bury to bless twice. Okay, what about dexterity and wisdom? Oh, yeah, he's not. His wisdom's 4. His perception is negligent. No, that's not the right word. Okay, looks like we're going... Looks like he does have acrobatics thanks to being the hero of Korvosa. I might have been saying that wrong this whole 20 minutes. No problem. Korvosa. Dexterity plus 3. He can't even... He can't even. That's a 9. So we definitely got to bless. Because what happens? If undefeated, suffer 1d4 combat damage, then succeed at a strength check to suffer the scourge entangled. I'm worried about... Okay. Let me see. Local range or survival check. Charge. Ooh. Fumbus. Fumbus has 3 blessings in his hand. A couple spells that aren't really helpful here. Can't lightning touch a sinkhole. Look at that fancy coat our boy's wearing. This little goblin is wearing this sweet-ass coat. On his buddy, Ares Yellow Eyes. On a local dexterity check, or check before acting, recharge to add 1d6. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. He is probably going to... He can roll d12. He's going to use that. Alright. Hakon. Hakon is going to... We're going to bless Hakon. I could bury that to do it twice. Which means he gets to roll d6, 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 and gets to add 3 to it. Boom. Luckily, Hakon wasn't as far. He looked at Lenny and saw Lenny's eyes and immediately started running backwards. He has learned to trust Lenny implicitly. Lenny, what's she gonna do, girl? Alright, Lenny also has acrobatics, dexterity +2. Her dexterity is d8, however, so she would have to roll an actual 8. Combat? No. Okay, what does she got? She got leeches. She got snake. Oh boy. So Lenny has a bunch of animal shapes she can take. Bats, leech, but that's just healing. The big sky. On a local character's check against a bane, that would be this. Discard to bless, and they may remove one of their scourges. I don't know about that. Divine Insight. Oh, on any check to defeat a barrier, banish to add 2d6. Okay, this is going to represent her understanding what was going to happen before it started happening. The little rumbling. Maybe she cast this quickly under her breath. All right, so she's got a d8, and then this is banished to add 2d6. And we're doing acrobatics. I'm so glad I checked that box. Boom. All right, we gotta see if she gets the spell back. D10. 7. Divine is +4. Yeah. It's recharged. Okay. And then Fumbus. Alright. So Fumbus is the best dex out of everybody. He's got a D10 +2. Which means, wait, he doesn't have acrobatics though. So is this obstacle? It is an obstacle. So he will need 8 + 4 is 12. We're gonna Erie's Yellow Eyes. They like to run. When he goes and meets up with Erie's, the night back in Corvosa, Fumbus went to meet up with his buddy Erie's, and they did a little parkour. They like running around the city. Fumbus finds that when his heart's pumping, he doesn't feel as sick. Right, and ooh. On your check, recharge to bless. Okay. He's going to recharge this to bless, which gives him a d10. Alright, and he's got +2. $12, 14. He is back. So they're both standing as the earth literally just opens up in front of him, a huge maw. and nothing but dark, deep, just sand all the way down. I think we're going to go around. Who knows what that means? This is a recharge, and this is a recharge as well. Those are good cards for him. Okay. I'm not going to do anything else. Oh, when you encounter a Bane and do not defeat it, discard the top blessing of the Hourglass. Okay. Okay. Lenny's turn it is. Drawing from Please Don't Be another one of those. It's not. On your check, you may discard a card to re-roll one die showing 1 or 2. Sweet. Okay. Wait. Hold up. Hold up. We gotta rewind. Hakon didn't actually encounter anything, so he still gets to draw from here. I gotta remember I'm not playing Apocrypha. I don't have to play a blessing to explore. I get a free explorer. That was an actual blessing. Oh, shiza. Okay, so as they move around, they're like, okay, let's move around this sinkhole. The sinkhole opened up. It's really, really big. They're moving around it. They're kind of as they're moving away from the village, and it kind of falls away. They see, Hakon looks down to see that it's revealed, where they are with the sinkholes revealed some cave-like holes, and something pokes its head out, big green scaly head. And they go, oh shit. And then out it comes. And he has heard many stories of the basilisk. So he immediately, before acting, each local character must succeed at a Constitution or Fortitude check, or suffer the scourges entangled and exhausted. Here we go. Alright, so Constitution D8. So all he has is a D8. This is getting crazy right off the bat. Right off the bat. It's not that hard to defeat though, it's only a 12. So that's cool. Look at my big old head's in the way. Before acting. Man, I don't want to. I should. You know what I should do? I should have cast this magic eye. That was dumb. I'm so dumb. So each player's got to do it. Do it. Okay. No. I don't know if I want to bless. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to spend another card. So he needs to roll an 8 on that die in order for this to even happen for him, or he's going to get entangled and exhausted, and that sucks. Okay, fine. We're going to use the forge. The forge. For 2d8. 2d8, and I get to add 1 to it. 8 and 4 is 13. That's plus 1. He, like I said, he knows. He's like, oh shit. And he looks away and he goes to say it to Lenny, but hopefully, or we'll see. We'll see if Lenny knows this as well. She's got Fortitude is Constitution plus 2. She's got D8. She got D8 plus 3, so that's pretty good. So she only needs a 5 on that. She got 5 on it. No. Big Sky? No, I don't want to spin that just yet. Local ranged or survival check. I guess I kind of got to. What if Fumbus can help her out this time? Is he gonna? He's gonna need some help, isn't he? Well, his Constitution's D8, so that's not actually that bad. Oh wait, you may recharge a card to roll D10 instead of your normal Strength, Dexterity, or Constitution die. Okay, so she's gonna recharge, and she'll get a D10 plus 2. So that's pretty cool. Let's do. No, I'm sorry, plus 3. D10 plus 3. Let's try that one. I gotta recharge a card. Booyah! He says, avert your eyes. She turns. Looks the other way. Fumbus. Fumbus. He's got a D8. No pluses for his constitution. On a local check to defeat an obstacle or trap barrier. No. This is not a combat or none of that crap. I should do this. It'll be a lot easier to understand. Okay. Alright, he's using this fiend. No pluses. Double sixes. Alright. No one's getting caught up with the basilisk. Avert your eyes! They both look like this. And he pulls out his Dragonbane greatsword and heads using its blade, he watches as it climbs up out of the pit. He doesn't dare want to go down to the pit because he'll probably never get back out. And so here it comes. For your combat, you're revealed to use strength plus 1d12. That's tight, dude. And so that's a 1d10 plus 1d12. He's already got plus 3 in melee, so it's plus 5. Is this not Dragonbane? Alright, so don't want to go with that. 12, 10, 22, plus 5. He only needs a 7 out of 22. That's pretty good. Really good. Alright. Let's hope for the best. We got a 5 and a 7 is 12. So he's coming up, he's watching it, and just as it comes up, it goes to jump, and he times it just right, and the purple blade glitters in the air as it cleanly, just like it's like butter. In fact, he's a little surprised, and he looks to make sure he actually cut this thing, and it did. The head of the basilisk falls to one side, its big body flumps. Yeah, this is the first time he's used the Dragonbane greatsword too. So, yeah, he's in love. Yeah. Alright. Peace out, basilisk. We did not win by 20, right? We got 12 or whatever. Okay. No, I didn't win by 20. That's a damn shame. Alright, now we're drawing up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Passing the turn to Lenny. Now Lenny's going to draw the hour. Caden Killian's revelry. And what you doing, girl? Worm's might. Tell me how you're in love with that greatsword. Oh, love it. This is a 1d8 plus 2 against the Dragonbane. Oh, it's another. Oh. She. Okay. Well, okay. So she's not going to notice that this. If she had gone down into the basilisk's hole, she would have found this. But she did not. I'm not even going to roll because there's no way she's ever going to be able to get this. That's a shame. I don't think we're going to keep going. So she's going to draw back up to 5. And we'll pass it over to Fumbus. The hour is on your next attack combat check, add 1. Don't mind if I do. Look at this. I have never seen this before. Full pouch display. Oh, he's going to display his armor, by the way. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put it down next to his card. All right. When displayed, when a local character would banish an alchemical or liquid item for its power, freely banish to let them recharge the item instead. At the end of your turn, banish. Well, that's a good spell for him. That's a very good spell for him, but doesn't he automatically recharge, now that I think about it? During recovery, when you banish, you may discard. Oh, that he just discards it. This would let him. Okay. Yeah. Intelligence, arcane, D8 plus 2. Let's try. D8 plus 2. That would be a really good spell for him. These other ones aren't. Boo. Alright, that's all I got. He doesn't have anything else to do. It's not combat. Fine. Fine. I won. Sad one. Next attack, combat check, add 1. No. Not a combat check. Alright, we're going to draw. We're going to go ahead and draw back up. He draws 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fate did not want me to get that one. No, not at all. How have you been, McTaddy? How have your streams been going? I haven't been able to pop in. I've been really, really busy. Passing it over to Hakon. Now they're deeper into the desert. Finally have gotten back into heading in the direction that Thousand Bones told them, leaving the sinkhole behind. The hour is the Lady of Mysteries. On your check against an undead card, when you would discard a boon to bless, you may recharge it instead. Right on. Off in the distance, they see someone riding a horse. This is Hakon, right? Yeah, this is Hakon. Perfect. Oh, what is launch could entail? You know what I mean? Like, are you going to do something for launch, or is that just you're just going to put it up in your website? That kind of thing. You can have a launch party, launch stream party, because that would be cool. Okay. I like the S at the end of that. Itch maybe. Itch.io. Yeah, so off in the distance, they see a figure on a horse, and as they approach, and they cut, it's heading in the same direction. As it gets closer, they see it's a woman, very exotic-looking woman, dressed very differently than the Shawantis they're used to. Hakon just can tell right away. He's like, this is one of these moon maidens, and she doesn't look like she wants to stop. She's actually, she kind of gives them like this. She starts moving away to go around them. And he hails her, hey, ho, ho, ho. And he takes out his great sword, and that catches her attention. And he puts it on the ground. Kind of does one of these, like this, and puts it on the ground. That gets her attention too. So she'll ride over and see what this crazy man wants. I'm sure they have a word for these people who are not obviously of Shawantis, and she's saying that under her breath as she pulls up in her horse. And Hakon, so to make her an ally, we either have to do a charisma or diplomacy check, which is Hakon's game, or we got to summon and defeat a monster, which sounds like fun too. But he's going to use charisma and diplomacy because that would be dumb if he did not. That would be dumb. Yeah, I get surprisingly a lot of views. I went back and checked on Zant, my game, the first game I put up there, and I've had 19 downloads, which I was really, I couldn't believe, because the last time I checked it was like 4. So I was pretty happy about that. And a lot of people make collections on there, And so there's that new vibe to the whole platform. It's new, but very, very busy. Like, there's a lot of people on it, it seems like. But it's still new, so you get that new, like, kind of feel of going. Everybody's checking everything out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out Elastic Warfare. Are you gonna play it on stream at all? That would be fun. Because it's Rubber Band War Games, right? So, Hakon, my friend, can you talk this woman into going with you, or at least joining your side? It's a good question. All right, so his diplomacy is a D8 plus 4. D8 plus 4. He needs 11. So he needs like 7 on a D8. Man, she's tough. She's going to be a tough nut to crack. Well, that's okay, because he's a tough nut too. Enhance. As she's coming up, he says a little rune under his breath, a little spell action. On her check, using that skill, add 1 plus the adventure path, which is 5. So how freaking amazing is that? So now he's got plus 10? No, plus 9. Awesome. He needs a 2. All right. I am gonna roll this D8 and hope I don't get a 1 or a 2. That's the only thing that's gonna screw this up. That's not an undead check. Do I have anything that's gonna like re-roll a die? I feel like an epic 1 is gonna come up again. He doesn't have anything in his hands. No. All right, here we go. He starts out by saying that there's a great evil that is coming from the civilized lands, and while it's not, it may seem to be a civilized land problem, like Korsova specifically, it will be their problem as well, and that they've come in hopes of, and we'd heard that you had trouble, and we're hoping to help you, which may or may not have been the right way to go. Let's see. Ooh, just barely. So she didn't like that he brought up that they're having problems, because 1, how the hell does he know that? 2, why is it in his fucking business? And 3, they don't need his fucking help. But there's something about him she likes. She likes his big purple sword. I really didn't mean to say it. I didn't. It just came out. We're not going to say that again. She liked, there's something about him that she's like, he's all right. This guy's all right. You know what? And then she realizes, we could use his fucking help. She's actually out here wandering. She was actually on her way to ask Thousand Bones to help her, and she really didn't want to do that. They really don't want to mess with that tribe. But now we got these 3, and the little feral one looks like, the little one she's not so sure about, but they're pretty exotic, so maybe they're helpful. But Hakon, he definitely looks like he could be helpful. So she decides, all right, come with me. I'm gonna take you back, and they're gonna head back in the direction, not back, but forward, where they were heading in the first place. She's going back. Okay, so he has gained this ally, which is sweet. And I'm going to display her. Display. While displayed on all combat and fortitude checks, add 1d6. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. No. That's not the way this is supposed to work. When you acquire the Moon Maiden, display it at your location and suffer the Scourge honor tested. All right. She is here. We have been honor tested. We're being tested for honor. When you encounter a monster, discard a card and add 3 to your checks against it. Awesome. If you cannot discard, the monster is evaded. When you evade a monster, remove this scourge. At the end of the scenario, gain 1 respect point. So we want to keep this. This is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. Okay. And then he needs to roll. He's not going to make this, so he needs to discard that. He doesn't lose it. He just discards it. Okay. We do not close the location because of her. So we're going to keep moving on. 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Next up, and it's Lenny. The hour is not a collapse. Oh. Well, there's 6 of them. So here's number 2. It's going to be the same thing. This time, she hears the rumble. Again, she does not have... Oh, this is terrible. Does she? Does she hear the rumble, though? Because she doesn't have that fancy spell this time. This is going to be... this might not be good. This might suck. Let's get through it. Constitution's D8. Fortitude. +3. She's going to use the big sky this time. Screw it. Skirt. Skirt. Stoot. Stoot. Alright. Lenny, 8, 9, 10. That's what we needed, right? For acrobatics, we needed a 10. Exactly. This time, there's no rumble accompanying it. The sand just starts falling. But she, feeling the ground, is able to jump and kind of she backflips and hopes that when she hits the ground that it's not falling too, and it's not. She's right on the edge of it. That was a discard. Lenny, Fumbus. Oh, hey, Fumbus might actually be okay too. Okay, so he's a D8. He's a D8. No, D10, because we were doing dexterity for him, right? Dexterity. So he needs a 12, but he's got +2. +2 for now. Let's see, what else can we do? Okay. No, none of that. He's got a blessing for somebody else's checks. Good for you. Well, that's okay. So maybe if he could bless him, maybe... No. Wow. Okay, he's just got to get lucky. He's got his D10 +2. And he needs 12. Shit. That means he... Oh. Hold on. And he's got one of his powers is on a local check to defeat an obstacle or trap. He may discard a card or recharge an economic or attack card, add 1d4 or 1d6 now. Okay, we're going to totally do that. Okay, we're going to discard Lightning Touch. Discard. I'm sorry, recharge. And it's going to be a d10 plus d6. Much better. Much better. And then it has the fire trait. And because he's using that, he gets to add another d6. Boom. Tabletop Simulator is on sale on Steam. 13.16. Okay, so Fumbus starts feeling the ground going, and he not knowing what else to do, he just shoots fire. It calls up lightning. It's like, let's just say he uses Lightning Touch, shoots the ground and pushes himself back. And it pushes him back out. He never tried that before. Didn't think it'd work, but it totally worked. Pushes himself back, and now it is back on the solid ground. And now, right on. Oh, we'll check that out. And then, heck on. Hakon's going to bless himself. Bless Hakon. He has, this is dexterity plus 3, d6. He's a bless twice, thanks to betrayal. And then he's got plus 3. So he only needs a 10. Boom. All right. Okay. This is good. This is real good. And that was a discard. Okay. Haha, screw you. So, not as big as the last one, but still significant enough that would have been in trouble for them if they had fallen in it. And, of course, the Moon Maiden is used to this kind of shit. The holes, I guess, the holes opening up beneath their feet. That was beginning of Lenny's turn. Banner of the Ancient Kings. While displayed on all combat checks, add 1. If the character fails a combat check, bury this item. Bury to remove a total of up to 1d4 scourges from any number of characters. Charisma, Diplomacy, Fortitude, Melee. Well, her Fortitude is Constitution plus 2, is D plus 3. She might be able to get this. No. She does not see it sticking out of the sand. Why does she keep getting these? Alright, we're going to draw out the 5 and pass it. What is the hour, Fumbus? Nethys' Duality. On your check against the spell, add 1d4. Don't mind if I do. And they're continuing on. As they're working their way across the desert, this rises silently out of the sand behind Fumbus, thinking Fumbus to be a little snack. And he's not used to walking in the desert, so he's typically always kind of following behind a little bit. So he's not only in the back behind, but he's little. So this thing thinks he's easy prey. He's not. If undefeated, okay. So, it's so big though. That he stops and he's fumbling with one of those things, and when he looks up and it feels like he gets his goblin sense tingles a little bit, turns to see this thing rising its head up. He's like, oh, oh, that's a big steak. What are we gonna do? The question is just what are we gonna do? I think he's gonna force missile this sucker. Yeah, force missile, but he's gonna add a little. Fire. It's vulnerable to cold, but of course he doesn't do cold. They add a little fire to it, little something. So that would be okay. His arcane's D8, D8 plus 2, and then the D6, and he has another D6, right? Yes, because he added fire. So force missile with fire, fiery force missile. 18. Wow, where did that come from? Okay, oh, and then this is 2d4, so that's cool. I need another 2d4. Please. How about a red one for the fire? For the fire! Anything else we can do here? No. No. Recharge. Oh! Hold up. So that is, let's see, 8 and 8, 16 and 12 is 28. We need 18. That's not that great. But I got something new here. Let's see. Got something new over here where Hakon can, when another local character would encounter a monster, this is one of his blackjack roll skills. When another local character would encounter a monster, you may discard a card to encounter it instead and add 1d6 to your check against it. So, Fumbus stops. That's what we're going to do. Fumbus stops, and he's doing this. And Hakon glances back. He's always glancing back to see if Lenny and especially Fumbus, if he's keeping up. And he glances back. He sees this giant snake rearing its head up like it's about to... That's not like it's about to chomp down on Fumbus. He yells out. He's there. with Dragonbane Greatsword flashing. Okay, so we've got to discard a card. Okay. And then if I want to, because I'm honor tested, when you counter, I got to discard another card to add 3 to checks against it. So that's cool. He whips off his helm. That's what gets discarded, his Maiden's Helm. He whips off his helm. He comes charging with the Dragonbane Greatsword. That's D10. Sweet D10 plus a sweet D12. Plus 2. Plus 3 is 5. Plus another 3 from honor tested is 8. 8. Plus a 1d6. So he needs a 10 on those. Yes. I love how this is aquatic. Maybe it came up from the cave. There was a underwater. Yeah, that's it. Just like the basilisk. And see, Laroon. That was a 10. Whew. Ooh, buddy. Let's see, 5, 10 plus. What did I say? 8. That's not more than. That had to be more than 38. I was just seeing if I get respect, if I could do this for more than 20, but that obviously wasn't it. So, shoo, another flash, another head flying, and then Hakon stops and makes sure he looks really, really epic. And he turns and turns his head to look at the Moon Maiden, who immediately looks away like she's disinterested. But she was all right. She puts back her sword because she was about ready to step in if he couldn't handle it. All right. That was Fumbus's turn. None of these are closing, right? Like, not a single one of these is a closing thing, so I have to play through each of their... I think I have to play through each. Yep. Okay. Sandworm, obviously. Sandworm. Yeah, of course it was. Stop being so literal, dude. You're not playing this game literally. Well, I mean, I literally am, but... Alright, that's enough. Fumbus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? What? Oh. And it's Hakon's turn. Don't be one of those. Okay, good. The Liar. On your start of your... I'll read it up here. At the start of your check, the difficulty is increased by the number of allies in your hand. Uh-oh, I got one. Alright. He only has 2 cards in his hands. At the start of my turn, you may exchange a card in your hand with a card in your kit. Part of my thing as being blackjack is that I have a kit of 3 cards that I drew. I'm going to exchange the Priest of Pharasma, which is an ally, with Viper Strike, which is a spell. That way I'm not going to trigger this at the start of a check. Ooh. They stop on a large dune and staring at a very vibrant storm coming. And he looks at Laroon, the Moon Maiden. He says, is where we're going through there? Hoping that she's going to say no. She just nods. Yep. Displays barrier location. When displayed, when you start your turn at this location, roll 1d4 on a... Oh, so you don't have to defeat it. It just... But here's what's cool. This is the last card. So, the moment this gets displayed, we've closed this location, and we're moving on. So the storm doesn't end up being as bad. I'm Dirtbag Don! Fishy! What up, buddy? The kit is useful. McTeddy. Oh, Fishy. What up, liches? Okay, so we have, well, I'll tell you what's up. We just finished our first location, made it through the dunes. As they're making it through the storm, the guy heads down, plowing through it, and it seems like they were actually pretty close, because when Hakon looks up after like 20 minutes, he sees huts and trees and an oasis. They pull up to Oasis, and bye-bye thunderstorm. All right, we are at... The Oasis is a collection of little wagons and tents, and the Moon Maiden takes them into one of the bigger tents, and in there, it looks like there's I'm going to say it's a study kind of area. There's another woman who looks like her there, I guess. No, she's not there yet. No, she's not there yet, because we gotta encounter her. She's gonna leave them and leave, and it's just a big living room tent kind of area. There's a table, there are cards, but there are someone has a Harrow deck. Someone has been reading a Harrow deck, which surprises Lenny, because she didn't think of the barbarians used. Are you talking about my shirt? Yeah, the shirt is sick. This hoodie is comfy. All right. So that was Hakon's turn. He's going to draw up to 5, 3, 4, 5. And Lenny it is. Don't be... Okay, good. The marriage. At the start of your turn, summon and encounter an ally. Oh, there's someone else in this tent. Who is in this tent? Holy shit. Sklar Qua Thundercaller. What is he doing there? So, well, Sklar, that's the other. So they go in, and when she brings him into this tent, and then she glances, and when she sees this other man who's sitting there, she gets this kind of weird look in her face, and this is her, and not Lenny, and then tells them, kind of shoos them in, and then leaves. And so they kind of come in and awkwardly kind of sit down and wherever they can. This thunderstorm's still raging outside, and this dude's just kind of staring at them calmly, and he's got different markings than she has. So immediately I think he's from a different tribe. Let's see. Oh boy. Can she, or should she just defeat a barrier? Because she's not going to make that charisma check. And I think we should get him. We should get him. Get him! Get him on our side for sure. So let's summon and defeat a barrier. Um, 5 minutes while they're there. It got to be 5 minutes. Somebody comes in, and then somebody else, and before they know it, there's like 3 or 4. These are men this time. Men with the same kind of markings as her. They come in, and at first they're thinking they just came in to coming out of the rain, but they're staring intently at the dude, and Hakon can smell the stink of alcohol, really heavy from them. They're all pretty drunk. They start slurring and saying shit in their tribal language to this guy and pointing. And he stares calmly at them. And it's not until one of them gets up in his face and starts pushing on him that he gets up. And Lindy makes the decision right then and there to help out. She notices when he stands up. Okay, so there's only a couple of the guys. This guy stands up, and they're pretty drunk. This guy stands up. He's got chains. He is chained for some reason. So she's going to cast Burst Bonds to... wait, hold on. I want to make sure I can do this. When it encounters an obstacle or trap barrier. Shit, this is not an obstacle or trap barrier. But that was so dope. Okay, so no, he's not chained. She's going to have to skirmish. Before acting, each other local character summons and encounters this barrier. Okay, everybody's getting in a brawl. So these guys are drunk. So they're like getting up in this guy's face. And the other two turn around and notice us three. These three are just as exotic as this guy. And they're like, hey, well, look at... And they start coming over. And obviously not in the mood for foreigners right now. With some red demon in their temple. And their moon maidens are thrown around. They're like in a pissed off, drunken state. And they're looking to take it out on us. So we're going to take it out on them. Okay. But we only need to do a strength, dexterity, and melee of 8. I say only, but Lenny... Okay, she can use dexterity, so that's sweet. D8. And then... This is not a combat check. Man, she just... I want to reset her hand, man. I hate to keep blessing it, but I'm going to. We want to. The whole point of this is to make him our buddy. So she's going to bless. To discard this to bless twice. She's got good blessings. That's 3d8. She needs an 8. 4, 7, 10. Not wanting to upset her hosts, Lenny doesn't go full feral on these guys. In fact, she uses her small stature to not so much hide as to stay out and not get pissed off, because she doesn't want to go Hulk on him, because she could. That was a discard, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, wait, that wasn't blessed twice. I was only supposed to bless once. It's if it was a D4, blessed twice. All right, let's see what happens here. Shiza. That's a 2. That's not good. Okay. So... Yeah, so she doesn't hide. Well, she does hide. She hides. So that's actually a bad thing for this. Let's see a hack on if undefeated. Suffer 1d4 combat damage. Oh shit, she's gonna take 4 points of damage. So she's discarding her hand. Then from this, he's got D10 plus 3, no, plus 2. Oh, all right. So Fombus is getting his ass kicked too. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit, dude. And then Hakon, what you doing, buddy? He's going to use strength, melee, plus 3. So he needs a 5. And loses that too. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have... So these guys come in and beat the shit out of all of us. That ended up being really bad. Yeah. So we're all laying there broken and beat up. And our buddy here, he's as well. And yeah, we're going to see what happens next. But that was Lenny's turn. She's going to draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All because I screwed up with that. I shouldn't have drew that barrier, I guess. That was a discard. Fumbus's turn. Alright, check against the spell, add 1d4. Okay. On your check, if the hour is Harrow, add 1. Okay. Is our Harrow? No, it is not. Peacock. Dexterity or diplomacy? I'll do dexterity for sure. D10. 3 plus 3. 6. Whoa, that's got to be an 8. Dang, dude. We're losing. We're missing all the rolls. Alright, no blessing there. He's going to draw back up to 7. 3. Oh, wait, no. He's got... Alright, we can... Yeah, we need some help. Alright, he's going to use Elixir of Healing. What did I tell you about dying today? Fumbus is the first one. After the guys leave, they were put in a weird situation. Hakon, Lenny, and Fumbus didn't want to rage out on these guys, and necessarily, but that kind of put them in a bad. Like, it's not like they held their punches back. It's just they weren't super confident in what was happening, and the guys were not as drunk as they smelled. Oh my God, Hammerman! Thank you for hosting, Hammerman. I don't know what I did this time to summon you, but I'm gonna try to do that again. I think it was shitty rolls. I need help with some shitty rolls, Hammerman. Fumbus is the first one to get kind of. He crawls over to get kind of conscious. He crawls over to Hakon and pops open an Elixir of Healing and pours it into his mouth. 1d4 plus 1. Give me 4. I will do 4. 4 sounds good. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello! Alright, we're healing 4 here. Hakon needed it. And then he's going to crawl over to himself. Okay, should he fix himself or should he help Lenny? Because he's got some ambrosia. He's going to help Lenny. Heroic. Also. And remove up the 2 scourges. We don't have any scourges right now, so. He only heals 2 cards of Lenny, but that's okay. That's alright. Thank you for the special hammer code. Decrypt it. Let me give you a clue. It says drink your Ovaltine. Okay. That was all Fumbus. Alright, Fumbus. Alright, we need to craft. Jesus, craft 14. I don't think I can even get that. 4, 12, no. Okay. So, that's a discard. This one I can. He rolls a d8 to see 4. Yeah, okay. So that is recharged. The other one is a discard. Alright, Hakon. Where's your hand, dude? You've lost your whole hand? Oh, you lost your whole hand on somebody else's turn. That's awesome. Oh, and shit's going down. I am doing good, Hammerman. Thank you very much. Well, I'm doing good. These guys aren't doing so good. The characters here. And now shit's about to get even worse. Hakon doesn't have any fucking cards. And we drew another one of these shitbirds. Which means it's getting even worse. So they're laying there busted up, kind of groaning, oh god, oh, spitting blood because they got roughed up. These guys had left though. The other guy doesn't look like he's getting up. And suddenly the tent starts coming down all around them. The guys are not finished with them. Oh, in fact, no, they lit the fucking tent on fire. So we need to get out of this tent. These guys are really, really not happy. So, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, Hakon's going to go first. He's got to make a acrobatics roll. That's that D6. He has no blessings. Oh. Fombus should have 7 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe he's got some blessings he can... Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's got a +3. Needs a 10. So... There we go. Fombus is going to use Benefaction to bless him. So we get 2d6 +3. And that's a 10, so we need 8 through. Just barely. Hakon gets out of the tent as it's burning down around them. Sorry, I'm forgetting which fucking cards. Wait, hold on. That's her discard. That's her hand. Oh, that's his hand. Okay, good. Hakon made it out. Lenny is going to also attempt to make it out. She does have on another... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. This is an obstacle that she cannot cast. Disable mechanism. Huh. No, he can't help her. You know what's screwed up is I forgot about this. So Fombus, in all reality, wouldn't have had to take all that damage, but we're gonna keep it. He's still wearing it. I'm not gonna have done this. I'm gonna reload one of those cards. I will do that. Just randomly. There. Okay. Lenny, she's got to make this roll, and she's got to make it without any bonuses or nothing. And she's got to do this acrobatics, dexterity +2, d8. She needs a 10. She needs to roll an 8. She did not. She's going to take 1d4. Okay. So 2. 1, 2. And then she's got to make a strength check. Shit. She ain't going to make that. She is now entangled. She's wrapped up in the burning tent. Let's see. Entangled. You cannot evade or move. When your location is closed, remove this scourge. Okay. And now finally, Fombus, he's going to use a blessing. He gets a d10. He's blessing. That's not what he's supposed to roll. We'll do he's going to take 3 damage, but now he's going to bury the armored coat to not take any damage. But he still has to do the strength thing. He's not going to be able to make that. Oh, wait, no, he can. For this gem of physical prowess, he can use his dexterity for this. So this is, he needs to do a 9. Now he needs a 9. All right. 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So, a piece of flaming tent falls down on top of him, but he manages to get out from underneath it. It takes a bit of burning, but he gets out from underneath and he's outside of the tent. However, Lenny's still in. She's wrapped up and they pull her out, but she's still entangled. This is a recharge. Good. He needs to be healed. Shit, man. Okay. Hakon has no cards. He's not going to explore. He's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's done. He's done for the turn. Lenny, the hour. At the start of your turn, summon and encounter a monster. What the fuck? So, wow. This is going to be a tough, this is a tough one. All right, at the start of your checks, the hour is Harrow, and it is Harrow, so she gets to add 1 to this, so let's not forget that. Quivering Cube. So, Lenny is on the other side of this tent, trying to get out of its burning. She had gone over to the other dude who was gotten beat up, and he's not, it doesn't look like he's alive anymore. He's not breathing, and then the tent starts going on fire, so she gets tangled up in it. As she's getting out, she comes face to face with something that at first she doesn't see it, but it's come out of the oasis, the water. While everyone had been doing things, this had kind of chosen this moment to hunt and feed on the people. Let's see what this says. Immune to electricity, mental, and poison. If you are at underground location, difficulty to feed is increased by 4 or not. Do not suffer damage from this monster as usual. Instead, each local character suffers 1d4 acid damage. And the Scourge Entangled. We already got that, bro. Combat 12 or craft 9. Well, we're going to combat. And screw this guy. She's morphing into her best friend, Drugami. Best non-goblin friend. Which means she gets to do a d12 or a d10. D10, that's plus 6, so it's pretty sweet. Plus a D6. It's got the animal trait, so she gets to add another D4 to it. And plus 6, so yep. So she needs a 6 on these. So this thing kind of, she doesn't see anything first until it kind of moves. And she's already hurt and angry and wishing she would have done this 2 minutes ago. And she morphs into her cat's just claws just and jelly just plop, plop. And she gets up, shakes off bits of fire and tent, and then pads around to the front to find Hakon and Fombus to make sure they're okay. That was a recharge. And she's gonna draw it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need cure wounds, man. It is. Oh shit! Hold on! No! God, this stuff. That was just at the start of your freaking turn crap. She pads around to see what's going on. And there is another one of these ladies. A different one, however, standing there looking at the burning tent and Hakon and Fombus. So she doesn't have the charisma. She's not set up. Wait, but maybe I can chain this. Maybe this could work. All right, so the other thing here is summon and defeat a monster. Please don't draw something too freaking crazy. Yeah, because this makes sense. So in the dark, the thunderstorm had brought the night, and the fire kind of lit up, and the fire attracted shit that was. This wasn't a typical place. This wasn't a town for the Lirenqua. This was a oasis that they hunkered down because maybe these were refugees from the temple that had been taken over by this big baddie. So they weren't necessarily. They hadn't actually monster-proofed this place. And while the quivering jelly, the gelatinous cube, had come out from behind, this specter had risen up on the other side. And so when Lenny comes around, padding in her cat form, she sees this Moon Maiden standing there, looking at Lenny and Hakon, or Fumbus and Hakon, kind of helping themselves up. And behind the Moon Maiden is this spectral being coming up behind her. Lenny immediately drops form and yells to Hakon. Hakon, when another local character would encounter a monster, he can discard a card to encounter that monster instead. And he's totally going to. Totally. Okay, discard this card. And he whips around, sees the Moon Maiden and the monster and the specter behind her, and goes. This thing's immune to mental and poison resistant animal, so that's good. If the check, that's good that Lenny didn't do this. If the check to defeat does not have the magic trait, the monster's undefeated. Hakon's going to turn, see this, and then throw his Frost Longspear to skewer it. One of the classic kind of, the Moon Maiden's going to think the spear's coming for her, and then when it misses her and she turns, she sees the dead specter. That's the plan here. All right, so D10 plus D8. You may plus D4. Okay, that's for the cold. Awesome. That's plus 3. What else can I do? I can additionally discard this to reroll. That's cool. We need a 14 here, ladies and gentlemen. He's got plus 3, so we need an 11 on these dice. I can bury a card to add my diplomacy. We're going to do that too. I'm going to bury this card to add my diplomacy, which is another D8 and another 4. So it's plus 7. Oh, come on. Now we have to fix this in a second. 10, 15. All right, cool. Just as we planned. The Hakon quickly grabs his long spear, throws it. The Moon Maiden, who's watching him, draws her weapons in the split second that that he does this, but then notices as the spear goes behind her, and she turns and sees this specter with the Frost long spear, and he just kind of shatters bits and pieces of spirit as he falls. And then she looks back, and Hakon goes, "You mind helping us up?" And seeing this honorable man treated this way, and she's enraged at her people. They're drunken men who had come and set fire to their tent. Not only did they try to kill these guys and probably kill the other guy, they also set fire to their property. So they're going to be in a really bad place soon. Unfortunately, we can't close this, but she is present. So that's good. That was all Lenny's turn. Lenny's going to pass this one. Okay. Now it's Fumbus's turn. Please don't be another one of these. No. Grandmother Nightmare. Okay. When you fail to acquire... What was the last one? And what did I not do? Oh, yeah. Summon and encounter a monster. When you fail to acquire a boon, you may shuffle it and a new monster into its location. Okay. Alright. Fumbus. Oh. The Demon's Lantern. Well, he gets D10 with his dexterity. D10 plus 2. Oh, disable. So it's plus 2. Alright. So he needs an 8. He needs a... Shit. Never mind. So that was a nothing. The end of his turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If his discard has more cards than his deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it does. He can bury one of these cards in his discard and heal himself 1d4. That's what we do, right? Yeah. He's got to bury a random card, though. He buries a blessing. And then he's going to heal Come on. 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Excellent. Oh, shit. I was supposed to draw cards before that. That's okay. 3. All right. Hakon, please don't. So, this is number 4. This is 2, 3, 3. No, this is number 4. This is number 4. There's only fucking 6. So, hopefully we don't see any more of these. Remember how I said those guys, the drunk guys, are in a lot of trouble? Well, they're not done yet. They're not done. They know they're in trouble, but they're just like, they don't give a shit. They come back with more fire, Molotov cocktail type situation with more fire and torches. And the first thing they see is Hakon and Lenny and them. And they just start throwing their torches at him. They don't notice the Moon Maiden. While displayed on combat and fortitude checks, add 1d6. And we need to make neither one of those. Alright, so she's not going to be any help in this. Okay. Alright, this was Hakon's turn. Oh, cool. Alright, this is good. Alright, he is going to be doing d6 plus 3. But he's got Blackjack's gear, which he can, on acrobatics rolls, he can add 1d8. Alright, so 1d8 plus 3, he needs 10. And 7. He is going to be just fine. Carefully dodges torches as they come flying at him. Lenny, wishing she stayed in cat form. Oh. She's going to cast Divine Insight to know exactly where to jump. She gets to add 2d6. And she's got d8. And she's got plus 2. So 2d6, d8 plus 2. She just needs 10. She's fine. Haha. And Fumbus. Dear, dear Fumbus. Fumbus is going to, like he did before, he's going to use the training he had done with Erie's Yellow Eyes to do the parkour kind of moves. They loved running around the top side of the Korsova and underneath. So he gets to add a d6. So it's d10 plus d6. He, however, needs 12 because he's not using acrobatics. That's not going to be enough. So 6 plus 2. Plus 2 is 8. Well, if undefeated, so for 1d4. Let's roll 1. Fuck. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No. This one. Alright. 4 points of damage. That's fucking great. That's good stuff. Good stuff. That's a recharge, so that's it. At least that's good. Okay, and then what else I gotta do because of this crap? He's gotta make a strength check or become entangled. Yeah. At 9. That ain't gonna happen. He is now entangled as well. Cool. That's fine. It's not that big a deal. And who started that bullshit off again? I think that was Hakon, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I need to roll to see if she's going to get this. To recharge this. Come on. No. Yes. No. Okay. Okay, that was Hakon. Yes. Death grip? What the hell is that? For your combat, banish to 2d8. Oh. Intelligence, wisdom, arcane, divine. He's not gonna be able to get this. It's ridiculous. All right, he's drawing up the 5 and passing the turn to Lenny. Please don't be okay. The unicorn. Your check to acquire is blessed. Hell yeah. Banish to heal a local character 1d4 plus 1 cards and or remove up 2 scourges from them. Oh, we need this bad. We definitely need this spell. Oh, hold on. First up, before she does this, she's going to use remove disease. Banish to remove the scourge. Oh, plagued. Never mind. Release the Kraken. Hey, Fishy, did you see Pogly's intro? Yeah, she needs a wisdom divine check of 8. That's going to be +3. She just needs to roll 4 on a d10. Can this happen? We need this to happen. Oh, and her check to acquire is blessed, which is... I can't... This is a unicorn. This is a fucking unicorn moment. 3, 4, boom. She's got it. And she's going to flaunt it. It's time to heal. Hakon. Hakon needs to be healed pretty badly. He's looking bad. So she's going to cast it. Banish. Oh, yeah, of course. That's what you do. Okay. D4. Come on. Okay. We heal him too. Whatever. 2 is better than nothing. Fishy, you working? All right. Then she's gonna make a divine check. And get a 1. Wow. So the rolls are still bad. Still pretty bad tonight. Okay. That was her. We are moving on to Fumbus. Please don't be one of those. It is not. Achikek's Claws. Before acting against a Storybane monster, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card. Okay. One of these men, the men who are throwing the torches, there is a leader. And he comes out now, and he wasn't in the tent in the mad brawl, but he's now in front of these men. He's yelling, and the Moon Maiden's yelling back at him, and he seems to be some kind of a man of a little bit more respect. Yeah, they can't tell what he's talking, but he obviously he's very much against Lenny, Fumbus, and Hakon being in the tent, in the encampment. Probably because they think it has something to do with their temple being taken over by the monster and shit like that. Difficulty is increased by the hours level. The hours level happens to be the highest. 4. Sweet. If undefeated, suffer the scourge dazed. If defeated this hour and the hour is a blessing, draw it. Okay. So this is Fumbus. And he's got to do intelligence and perception or charisma and diplomacy. Well, Fumbus is not so charismatic. Okay, hold up. Before all this shit happens, he needs to do elixir of healing. And he's going to do it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should he do it on himself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he should do it on himself. All right, he's going to drink. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a good. Much needed roll. You roll for craft. Make a craft roll, which he sucks at and discards. Okay, fine. Okay. That said, now he's got to, let's say, his intelligence is a D8 plus 1. He doesn't have perception. D8 plus 1. His blessing is on another character's check. Okay, can somebody help with a barrier? Ah, here we go. Lenny is using Iomede's Justice. Discard to add D12 to another player's check. D12 I will take. Okay, so that's 4 plus the adventure's 8 plus another 4 for the hours level is 12. He needs a 12. And his intelligence is plus 1. Okay. To not be cursed. Jeez. Pete's. 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay. Ain't no help. Ain't no help to re-roll that. So what happens to him? If undefeated, suffer the scourge dazed. Well, that's not too bad, I don't think. Dazed is not too bad. Dazed is, you may not examine locations. If you explored this turn, you may not explore again. Fine. So they say something, and she yells back, and he yells something and points at Fumbus, and says something really, obviously is very nasty. And Fumbus feels like he doesn't know if it's the sickness in him and all the stress and the shit, but suddenly he doesn't feel so good, even more so not so good, as this guy turns and takes his bitch boys with him. Fumbus is done for the turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This has been a rough time. Oh, Hakon's turn. They haven't left. They didn't leave. That's number 5. So not into this card. Very not into this card. They haven't left yet. Great. Good stuff. Good stuff. I hate that we all have to do it. It's really fucking annoying. Super fucking annoying. Yeah. I'm going to say these guys do one last throw. One last throw of torches before they leave. It just takes too much damn time. Yeah, so acrobatics. D6. He's not blessing. He's not blessing. 4 plus 3 is 7. And he needs 10. So he's taking damage this time. Takes 3 points of damage this time. Oh wait, he has a light shield. He's going to... Wait, this is not combat damage though. One, 2, 3, fine. Oh, he needs to make a strength check. Great. They're not going to be able to prove them. Oh. So he's entangled now too. So they're all entangled. Okay. Lenny, D8. Plus 3. Plus 2. Of course, she doesn't make it either. Oh, wait. Hold on. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Nope. Oh, yeah. Magic leather armor. If you suffer cold or combat damage, when you suffer any damage, you may bury this. She's going to bury this magic leather armor to not take any damage at all. She's already entangled, so that don't matter. And then Fombus is rolling that D10. Eric, you happen to draw that again. I think that's better, right? 4, 8, 9, 10. No, he needed 12. He needed 12. Son of a... Nope. He's only taken 1 damage that time. That's good. That's good. I'll take that. 1 damage. He's already entangled. Okay. Some dudes throw some last bit of torches. Obviously, the Moon Maiden's not going to do anything. This guy who was the holy dude or whatever, he left, but she wasn't going to fight them. She comes over to help them up. I'm very sorry for my people's reactions. You need to leave. She tells them. Whose fucking turn is it? That was Hakon's turn. He marked cards. I don't even care. Don't care. All right, this is done. We need to leave. You're absolutely right. We're here to help you. We're here to help you clear your temple. That's when her sister comes up, the one they met originally, and they talk and say, "We will thank you. If you can convince our last sister, then we can all go to this temple ourselves together to defeat this great beast." Our sister is underneath. Oh no, she's not underneath. He's gonna draw up to and pass the turn to. This is the 5th one, right? So that means we don't have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 1 left. Thank God. Okay. Repository. So the last Moon Maiden could not bring herself to leave the temple. She is in, there's little satellite buildings around the temple, and it's like a day march away, day walk away. So they head that way through the rest of the night, not having slept. Maybe they slept in the desert about an hour away from the encampment, away from Laroon's people. I'll just call her Laroon. And so they get there around dawn to the temple. The temple, however, it's got this kind of like these really nasty clouds around it. Like it's definitely, and they could feel like there's it's a kind of like a pyramid with without the top. Comes up like this, and it's a ziggurat, right? That's a ziggurat. And there's some satellite buildings around it, and it definitely feels not good. And she guides them to one of the little buildings that's a library, and they go in, and that's when here. When you fail to acquire a boon, suffer 1d4 -1 poison damage. Okay, I gotta remember that. Lots to remember. It is Lenny's turn. Do not draw. Thank you. You may not use powers to reroll dice. Oh, I don't have many powers to reroll dice. Shockglaive. Not even attempting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Passing a turn to Fombus. Man, weird. The Hidden Truth. Oh, you know what? Hakon might just go into the shrine. No, we can't guard these until we see the, okay, we got to find the Moon Maiden. We can't do that until we find this new one. All right, here we go. The first time you examine cards this turn, heal 1d4 -1. Oh, can we fucking examine? Who's got examine powers? I don't got examine powers. I'd love to have examine powers. He doesn't have any healing powers. Nope, this is Fumbus is just, let's go. Plague, oh wait, hold up. Remember how I was like, I gotta... Alright, hold on. Maybe she should try to get this because... But a strength melee of 14? That's bullshit, man. When you fail to acquire a boon, she's got to take 1d4 -1 poison damage. Okay, so she's not gonna... She's gonna take the damage. 2 -1. So she takes 1 point of damage. And then she would be drawing back up to 5. Okay. Sorry, guys. Alright. Now it's Fumbus, and Fumbus has got a Plaguebringer's Mask, and he needs to... Oh, it's Craft. Finally, he gets to use his Craft. It's D8 plus 4. So... Let's use the Gem of Physical Prowess to allow him to use a D10 instead of a D8. Yeah. And then first time you would examine. Okay, here we go. Cool. So as they go in there, Fumbus notices on a higher shelf there's a sweet mask he'd like. So he decides to kind of climb up the shelves to grab it. On your combat check or your check against a disease card, reload to add 1d8. Really? On any combat check? That's pretty awesome. It's actually really awesome. Okay. That's a recharge. He's going to pass the turn because he is dazed. But he just climbed up. Okay, well, don't ask questions. I'm out! Fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck it! Fucking fuck. God. Damn. Okay, so the rumbling starts, and they look at each other. Lenny and Hakon look at each other in terror because they know that this is probably another sandhole opening up. And sure enough, the floor starts dropping away. We'll start with Fumbus first. He's a D10. This is. Wait, no, I'm sorry. This is Hakon's turn. Okay. So he used Blackjack's gear again. He'd drawn that. Oh man, he needs to make this. He really needs to make this. He has a D8. Okay. D6, D8, and he's got +3. I'm sorry, this is a collapse. This is the last collapse. I don't know if we're gonna make this. I don't know if we're gonna make this one. I don't know. Fuck yeah. Okay. Hakon makes it. Jumps on one stone, another stone, grabs on a bookshelf as it falls, and he lands on it, and we'll see what happens to the rest of them before I go into more details than that. That's a recharge. Ooh, he is low on cards. Lenny, we're not going to mess around here. Local. Yes, Lenny turns into a mouse. She's got D8 +2, and then another D4 and a D8 +2. She's using acrobatics. She just needs 10. 6 and 3 and 9 +2 is 11, so she makes it. And that was a recharge. And then Fumbus. Fumbus gets a D10. But I think somebody needs to bless him. Yeah. Damn, everybody's got... Okay. He doesn't have anything to bless. Oh, yeah, you know what? He can do his... He's going to recharge attack spell to add fire or shock or something to it, which is actually D6 now. And D6 is 2D6. Okay, good. So screw you. He casts out, we're just going to say shock, or lightning, to blast something apart so that he can jump onto it. As stuff starts, they start falling and sliding and jostling, and boom. And now everything settles. And if it was a sinkhole, it's now like then all the library kind of fell with it. So they're not they're underground, but they're not like surrounded by, it's not filled up with sand, I guess is what I'm trying to bumble through saying. All right, so that was lucky Hakon. Hakon's going to cast Magic Eye. He's going to examine the top 3 cards of his location. 1, 2, 3. Okay, third one down. Oh man, we got 2 of these, 2 crappy. Okay, look at what's coming. First up is a Flask of Curses. The second one is a Vortex of Madness. And then we find the Moon Maiden. If she was under here, then she's maybe trapped. All right, so he doesn't want to draw this one. This one's Wisdom and Perception, Intelligence and Craft. None of them are his strong suit at all. What's he have in his hand? Oh, well, I guess he could. He could get through one of these. I think he's going to. So, Hakon, their dust settles. They look up. It's a pretty decent climb, but he thinks he can climb their way out of this. But if she's in here, then they need to find her. So he casts Magic Eye to look around. And what he does sense someone coming from a direction behind some bookcases. But he also senses like there's leftover magic that was either awoken or was there to trap to keep things safe. But there's definitely shit you have to deal with. He doesn't want to take any damage. He can only draw up to 5. So he really needs to... We're going to do it. Flask of Curses. Oh, this is gone finally. All right. As he moves, they move a bookshelf. He says, this way. Some flasks that were up atop fall and burst open and hopefully don't land on him. He's going to use intelligence. It's D6. Yeah, D6. He's going to use Betrayal, which allows him to discard to Bless twice. So he's going to 3D6. All he needs is 7. He has no pluses. He can't take damage. Boom. Okay. Dodges it. Splash. Hits the ground. Does not touch him. This is discarding, unfortunately. He is going to draw. He's going to draw his last 3 cards. We're going to pass the turn over to Lenny, who is not going to be drawing anymore this shitball stuff. So that's good. That next card was a Vortex of Madness. Intelligence, Perception, Wisdom, Divine. Okay, so she could use Wisdom and Divine. We're going to draw this. On your check against an undead. Yeah, completely useless. Okay. Booyah. Booyah. Okay, let's do it. As they move through, there's no warning for this thing at all. When examined, encounter, okay, if undefeated, suffer the scourge is frightened and wounded. Okay. Lenny, Hakon moves the bookshelf and the thing falls, and he creates an opening for Lenny and Fumbus to go in, and Lenny goes in next because it's dark and she can see in the dark. And as she moves in, she starts feeling scared, like she can feel herself scared. All her hair on her body kind of stands on end, and she feels this immense kind of magic pressure in the darkness behind this bookshelf. We're going to okay, so she's going to use Wisdom, right? Yeah, because D10. Her divine is wisdom is +4, so that's cool. She's going to use the aspect of Fox. She gets to recharge this to add 1d4. Not that 1d4 because that sucked. D10, 1d4, +4. So she only needs a 9 on that. That doesn't seem too good. Am I invoking the animal trait by using this card? I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. This is undead. Holy crap. On your check against undead card, add 1d6. Holy crap, I thought this was going to be useless. Okay. We need 9. Just 9. Just 9. 7, 8, 9. Holy shit balls. She keeps her shit together and moves through it. And it goes on. It dissipates. Holy shit. Holy shit balls. Okay. I don't want to have her get the next card. So we're going to draw up to 5. And she got 2 healing cards. So that's good because we really, really super need it. Hakon really, really super needs it. And now it is Fumbus's turn. This is a recharge, right, buddy? Fumbus draws a nice, easy... Characters cannot suffer scourges. All right. Thanks. Oh, do we want him to do this? He would have to do charisma or diplomacy or summon to defeat a monster. Oh. Let's take that chance. He's better off. So Linny's feeling like she concentrates, and while she's doing that, Fumbus moves through. Well, no, she does that. It kind of dissipates. They come out from underneath this like tunnel of bookshelves into another area, and standing in that area, they see another one of these moon maidens, and standing in front of her is something that makes sense. Wow. A very large lion. No idea how it got in here. Absolutely no idea. And it's fucking hard. It's a 17. Before acting, succeed at a stealth or survival 7 check or suffer 1d4 combat damage. We definitely need to not take damage right now. Stealth or survival. He has neither. Right? He is neither stealthy nor survival-y. Well, what happens? Well, he would have to discard a card, and that we don't want that to happen. Okay. How much do we need? 7? Okay. Alright, so he doesn't have either, so he has to use a D4, which really sucks. But Lenny can support him with Drugami on a local combat or survival check, add 1d4, so here's 1d4. And then he himself can bless another character. Jesus. Okay, this is what we got. This is what we got. 2 and 1 is 3. Alright, I gotta suffer 1d4 combat damage. Please be on the one side. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. that the the mana one? Or is that, no, that's the Lich one. Okay, that's the skull one. Love it. Love that emote. All right, so Lenny comes out and he sees the Moon Maiden and he sees this very large beast in front of her. And he walks out, he crunches on something. This beast whirls around, and quicker than he can even dodge, this big claw paw comes out and hits him and throws him against one of the bookshelves. He has enough of his mind left to draw his venomous hand crossbow and to take a shot at this SOB. He doesn't have anything to do any of his stuff though. This is ridiculous. This is all ridiculous, dude. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So that's D10. Plus 1d6. Plus 1. And a local combat you freely resist, blah 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 blah. No. Alright, and then Hakon's gonna use a war drum to add 1d4. And then she's not proficient. That's wait, hold on. He, on a local check, he may bury a card or discard. Hold on, discard. Can't discard. He cannot discard. Okay. And then he has nothing to discard. On a check that invokes acid, fire, or poison. This is poison, right? No. Oh. I can recharge to add 1d12 and the poison trait. And it's, since I'm invoking poison, I can add a 1d6. Oh boy, oh shit, did I need this? Okay. All right. Well, what you do is you spend it to help me add dice and stuff. I've been hoping you guys would help me because I'm like failing huge here, and no one's been spending any chaos, so that's what you do with the chaos. You spend it to give me dice or re-rolls or... Come on. 7, 13. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. So, this thing swipes. Throws Fumbus up against... Fumbus draws his crossbow. Loads up while it turns its attention back on the Moon Maiden. And loads his most venomous dart. And shoots it. And it plants itself deep inside this thing's ass. Its rump, part of its rump ass. And it roars and it turns. And as it's turning, you can see this venom's already taken place. It's like, it comes to Fumbus and falls. Green shit coming out of its mouth as it dies. And, yeah, and the Moon Maiden, surprised to see them. That was a recharge. Thanks them profusely. And now we gotta try to climb out. And they tell her that they came with her sisters to try to help them clear out their temple. In his asshole, venomous poison bolt in his asshole. Yeah, we'll just say it was in his asshole. Worst way to get it. Well, that was Fumbus's turn. She's very happy. She's very, very thankful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're passing the turn over to Hakon. Our Lord in Iron. Oh, hey, this is Iron Bucket's the Iron Heads card right here. Our Lord in Iron. On your combat check, you may reveal any number of weapons for each. Add 1. This has been a stressful night for me. Okay. But I guess I deserve it from all the nights that I roll like crazy good. Okay. Not Fumbus, it's Hakon. Now they gotta climb back out. They gotta get out so they can go to the shrine or the temple and kill whatever's there. The way things are going, I hope that even happens. On the way out, grounded stud leather. Oh, we gotta make sure we get this because otherwise we gotta take poison damage for some reason. Constitution and Fortitude. Okay, well, his Constitution is D6. Come on, man. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes. No. This is bad. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I was gonna do this is what I was gonna do. I wasn't gonna. This was all part of the plan. If I do anything with Hakon, any kind of risk, he's gonna die. So he was gonna skip exploring this turn and draw. Now he's got 5 because he had recharged 1 card and he was passing his turn to Lenny, who's gonna heal him. So Lenny, I mean, we waste a blessing, but at the start of your turn, discard a blessing or suffer the scourge exhausted. Okay, so she's exhausted. And exhausted means that she, on each check or step, you may play no more than 1 boon. Okay, fine. Okay, so she, beginning of her turn, she's going to cast Cure on Hakon because he desperately needs it. 1d4 plus fuck you. I rolled a 1. 1, 2. Alright, well, he's got 2. And then, screw it, she's going to do Leech. Recharge to heal a local character 1d4 -1 cards. Give me a reroll and then my d4. Yay! 2. So, I add another 1. Then I'm going to roll for this Leech. 24 -1. Here we go. That's 3. That's 3 right there. Batter. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, fish. Did you see the new Pogli intro, fish? Okay. That was a recharge, and this is oh, come on, man. No, wait, no, she rolls a d10 for divine checks. 5 plus 4 is 9. Yes, she recharges both of them. Excellent. Turk won't share it. He stopped sharing it from now on. That's funny. That's funny. You're gonna have to wait and watch it with the rest of us. Right on. That's all right. It was, oh my god, it was the funnest ever though. You missed it big time. Actually, a lot of people showed up. It was really cool. Okay, shit. So that was Lenny's turn. She casted a bunch of heals, so Hakon's not, because Hakon was really bad. Now she's going to take her turn, which is the Constitution Fortitude thing. She's got D8 plus 3. So it's not too bad. Oh, wait. Hold on. She, no, it's Plague. This is a waste, useless card. Okay, fuck it. D8 plus 3, so she needs to roll a D8 to make this happen. Alright. Alright. I need a D8. No. Alright, so now she's got to take 1d4 -1 poison damage. She rolled a 2. So she's only taking 1 damage. She can get rid of this useless card anyway. We're going to draw back up. This one's tough, man. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Don't, oh, which one? This one? All right. I got to roll an 8 though, buddy. 5. I mean, I had to actually roll an 8. Yeah. I got a 5. I got 1 better, just like I did last time. Stupid cards. We're moving on. We're almost done. We're almost out of here, and we can get to the shrine. And I'll try again. 1. Oh shit. So let's say you spent another die. 8. So in that case, we would have got this armor. That wouldn't have been drawn. That would have been back in my hand. Whatever crap I just discarded. What was the crap I discarded? Where'd it go? It's really weird. Really weird. Maybe I threw it away. That's weird. What the hell did I do with it? Huh. Doesn't matter. I guess maybe it fell. Okay. Thank you. That 8 will work. That 8 will work. She's gonna wear this armor. Because screw it. She's gonna put it down. Grounded studded leather. She looks damn good in it too. Yeah. Okay, cool. Lenny's got armor on. Fumbus. The empty throne. On your check, you may banish a boon to reroll a die. Oh shit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 turns left. 6 turns. Wow. Holy shit. I want this one. Intelligence. So D8 plus 2. And oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna bless it too. I get D8 plus 2. I just need a 4. Booyah. Alright. We'll take that spell. Thank you very much. That closes us out. We climb up out of the pit. And now we head into the temple, the ziggurat, which supposedly is occupied by some huge demon beast that has taken over from this tribe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Booyah. Alright, man. Thanks, Fishy. Alright. That was end of Fumbus's turn. Thankfully, with Lenny helping... Wait, when do we get the honor tested? Oh, shit. Okay, they're all honor tested now. Yes. When you encounter a monster, discard a card, add 3 to your checks. Okay, I gotta remember to do that. We're all of us have claimed one of these moon maidens, I believe. Yeah, Lenny was the one who did the brawl. No. Technically, she did it. Hakon did it. Maybe she's not honor tested, but Fumbus is by killing that ass blasting the tiger or lion. All right, here we go. Was it the one I just did for Lenny? It was. Rovagug's destruction. On your check, you may banish a random blessing from your discards to bless. Okay. With the 3 maidens, our heroes climb the ziggurat steps to find an open doorway, and they go inside. On your divine checks, add 2. Okay. What are they going to find? Blessing, first up. Charisma and divine. I will take that. That's a D8 plus 3. I need a 5. Booyah. Alright. Looking good. We're going to spin that blessing since we don't have a whole lot of cards left. Turns left. We're going to spend it to explore again. So as they move into this corridor, they feel the crackling, they hear the crackling before they come upon it. The Moon Maidens weren't that they don't know what's going on, but the demon that's inside has sealed all the entrances, all the different entrances to the main chambers with lightning, and Hakon's gonna have to deal with this. Combat. I'm just checking if anybody's got anything against. Well, he does actually. All right, so dexterity, constitution, acrobatics, and fortitude. What's my constitution is 8, but acrobatics is +3. Dexterity is 6 +3. So I need a 7 on a d6. After acting, suffer 1d4 +1 electricity damage. That sucks. All right. What can I do? Oh, yeah. I use my blackjack's gear to add d8. So d8, d6. I got +3. Fumbus can discard something. On a local obstacle check, this is an obstacle. Fuck yeah. He can discard or recharge a card. He's going to recharge this card to add 1d6 to that. There. We need that is fine. Hakon moves back and Fumbus throws something. Fumbus sees the trap that's happening, and he throws he throws some electricity with it. That's what he does. Yeah, he throws something, crackles too. He can crackle too, and to kind of diffuse it, to overcharge it, and it does overcharge. It works, but he blows Hakon back too. Oh fuck. Hakon's gonna take 5 points of damage. Can I get a reroll on this one, Fishy? I would love a reroll on this one. That was 5 damage. He doesn't have any freaking armor out either. I could. Thank you. 1, 2, 2. 2 is fine. 2 is fine. I will take 2. He's not gonna die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Thank you. And he draws up. He's gonna pass his turn. The wall of lightning is gone. This is recharged. That's good. This was a discard. And now it's Lenny's turn. She needs a heal. Low. Thanks, Heroic. I'm gonna need it in a minute. When you heal, you may heal an additional card. Okay. So they get through the lightning trap, and they're moving into the bigger chambers. And as they move out in this bigger chamber, it's a big chamber. It's huge. This shrine temple, huge open. And open there's an altar, which they would see if it wasn't blocked by this gigantic. Let me show another picture of this thing. This thing. Gigantic ape-like creature demon with wings, red crimson fur, huge jaws, red reaver. When encountered, each character who is not marked with the scourge honor tested suffers the scourge frightened and summons and encounters the story bane collapse. Screw you, we've all got honor. We've already settled this. We've all got honor tested. I'm pretty sure Lenny's got it. Even though Hakon fought the monster, Lenny, yes, Lenny chose to fight a monster. Hakon took care of it for her. She's got the frickin' scourge. So we're all good on that. But we need a 25 to kill this thing. And who is this? This is Lenny. This is where we need. Okay. This might not be that bad. We might be able to do this. We're gonna pool together to do this. Okay, so they come out, and this thing's just kind of, at first it just looks like one big mound of red something. It's just a big mound of something. And then when they get in, because they can't believe, their minds don't really register that this thing is what it is until it gets up and turns, and they see its head. It comes around, its head is almost as big as the room itself. It feels like it's like half the size of the room, and it looks at them with like 6 eyes. That'll come on. They're all blazing like suns, and it screams, roar, and Lenny knows how to take care of big things like that. Big things like that take small things. Small things can bring big things like this down. She's going to morph into her mouse-like powers. Her idea is she's going to go down and bite its ankles. No, she's going to get down below it so she can strike from below savagely. She's going to get a lot of help, though. So when she does this, she gets to do D10. Yeah, and then plus D6. And then plus D4. And then she's got plus 6. She's fantastic. Fantastic that she's the one doing this. Okay, then she's going to... Do we have any double blessings? Man, I'm so glad we just drew this. So glad. Okay. All right, she's the only one with the blessing, so she's going to use the blessing. What's this one? When you heal, you may heal. No. All right. Just going to bless one time, so it's D10. Another D10. Use other cool die. All right, now, but that's not it. That is not all over, because Fumbus, on a local combat check, he's going to definitely discard this. Yeah. Discard. No. I mean, which is going to be better? For your combat check, for your local combat check, banish, no. 2d4. Oh, that's better. That is better. Fumbus is going to throw an acid flask to throw 2d4s into this mix. 2, 1, another 2d4, or another d4. Okay, so boom, we got acid mix in an item, a blessing. Okay, you can't play that. Let's see, do I have... Okay. Oh, yeah. Heck on. On a local monster check, you may bury a card from your hand to add your diplomacy or discard. We're going to discard to add his diplomacy, which is a D8 plus 4. So 4, 6 is 10. We need a 15. Oh, God. How awesome is this? We got to think of how epic these guys kill this thing. We don't... do you want me to re-roll it? Because I think we did it. 14, 17, 20. We did it without the pluses. We need 45 if we want to get some reputation here. Some respect. 10, 18, 21, 22, 25, 28. Plus 10 is 30. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, I'll take that reroll. See, because if I can do this... Oh, you know what? I did have it so you could add... I mean, I was thinking just rerolls, but adding dice is cool too. But I will reroll, dude. I'll reroll a couple of these because if I can get 2 more, I get respect. That's what I needed. So that puts us at 45. 40? Shit. No. No, it had to be 45. Damn. 14. Hold on. 10, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Plus 10 is 40. Okay, I would need 15. Right? 6 and 4. Yeah. I would need 5 more. That's okay. It's okay. That doesn't matter. We killed this fucking thing. So she goes down, and it's bellowing, and Hakon and Fumbus split up. And see, this is the kind of challenge that they're more suited for. This whole sinking pits and poisonous barriers, all this other shit that's been going on this whole time, or getting trying to be diplomatic while a crazy cult within this other faction goes nuts on them. That wasn't their gig. This is their gig. Lenny runs down, takes on mouse form, heads down. Fumbus goes one way, Hakon goes the other. And as this thing's trying to track which one to go at, he swipes at maybe Hakon, and Hakon leaps over as its claws destroy some seating and shit. And seating, like not bleachers, and he's running, and then that's when Lenny strikes from below, and this thing screams and then goes to look down, and as it's looking down, Fumbus throws acid at it. As it screams, because Lenny strikes it, Fumbus throws an acid bomb in his throat and its mouth, and it goes and as it's doing that, Hakon leaps with his the Dragonbane greatsword and plunges it right in between its two center eyes, and he just kind of rides around as this thing in its death throes throws him around and finally collapses, and he rides it down and he plunges it even further in, and then they're all like laying there on top of this beast. Well, Lenny's luckily got out from underneath it. Fumbus comes over and tells Hakon he can let go. You can let go now. You can let go. And the Moon Maidens come rushing in. Where were they, right? They come in and amazed that they killed this thing. Very impressed. We all going to get a point of respect, I guess, because we all have the truth. Not the truth, but the whatever the fuck that scourge is called. Honor tested. Honor tested. Acid's Zulu's favorite. That's right. Acid bombs. Okay. Yeah. Each character gets a hero point. Yeah. Rally the supporter, truth spirit. A character gets the loot ally. Ooh, one of us gets one of those. That's cool. And we get 3 respect. Fantastic. All right, we did it with 4 turns to go, with a shit ton of miss rolls. We didn't miss out on too much. Oh, we missed out on the last Moon Maiden, if there was one. Wailing Maidens. Lightning Bolt. Cool. All right. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much. Thank you. I was thinking that was going to be a loss for sure. It might have been if I didn't get those extra die rolls at the end there. Make sure everybody watching, you tune in tomorrow night to the Drunks and Dragons season premiere of season 3. Season 3 premiere. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have a new show coming out on Tuesdays, the beginning of the year, though. So the first week of January, I'm going to have a new show on Tuesdays called Viva la Dungeon, where I will be talking about indie role-playing games and other fun things. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, next Saturday is going to be the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, and Friday night will be Video Fridays, where I make videos for my other shows, intro videos. So check it out. Why is there a Baby Shark Trap remix in the Dungeon News playlist? Is there really, though? Maybe there is. I gotta check that. No shit. I gotta check that. That's funny. Because my daughter uses my YouTube account, it's easier for me to track it. Oh, I don't doubt it, man. It's probably like one of those things where she liked it or some shit, and you know? I will fix that shit. Oh, by the way, Litchi, on the new Viva La Dungeon show, season 2 of the Dungeon News will be premiering every week. There's 2 other weird ones on that playlist too. Okay, I'm on it. I'm on it, dude. Fuck that. Heroic, thanks for joining. Everyone else watching, thank you so much. Come check it out Fridays. Oh yeah, so there's a Billie Eilish video. I'm an actual okay, Lauren Z side. Okay, yeah, dude. I gotta. What the hell? Okay. Done. Done. It's gone. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, more Dungeon News premiering this coming new year. Me too, Heroic. Y'all have a great evening. Viva la Dungeon!